Welcome to the Club 54 post-round show, coming to you from LIV, Virginia, presented by Modern. And what a day it was. An absolutely wild finish with non-stop lead changes and some of the most jaw-dropping shots we've seen all season. The stars showed up and showed out, and we're breaking down every twist, every turn, and every clutch moment. Right here, right now, let's get into it. Welcome to the Club 54 post-round show. I'm your host, Christian Crosby, joined by three-time PGA Tour winner and 4 Aces champion Pat Perez, and your favorite LIV Golf analyst, my best friend forever, Jerry Faltz. Championship Sunday just came to an end, and our new LIV Virginia individual champion, Joaquin Niemann, his 4th win of the season. That's 6 overall. He just made a new record, bumping out Taylor Gooch from 2023 with 3 wins in 1 season. This man is red hot. And let's not forget about Crushers GC, our team title winners. Man.
How about his energy? I mean, it's obvious who's been sitting on the couch for the last 8 hours, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No, it was an awesome day.
Excited.
It was an awesome day. It was just some incredible golf shots. At one time, we had 6 legends of the game tied for the lead, literal legends of the game. And we saw maybe one of the best short game shots in the history of the game out of Phil Mickelson.
I was almost hoping for like a 5-man playoff.
I was too,
I was actually kind of pushing for it. I thought that would have been cool.
Unreal. Let's take a look at some highlights as we complete Championship Sunday. Let's take a look. So much action. The leaderboard was absolutely stacked up and down, and the highlights did not disappoint. The fans who stuck around in the rain absolutely got a show. I mean, I don't even know where to start, but let's talk a little bit more about Joaquin Niemann and his day today. Pat, you got to follow him around, right?
Yeah, he's done everything. He did everything he's been doing. I mean, he drives it just down the middle, hits his irons close. He missed a couple putts, but it didn't matter. He made them when they counted. It was incredible, absolutely incredible.
All right, now this is how it all went down here. Phil Mickelson to tie with Lahiri and G-Mac in this moment. He's 12 under. Here's G-Mac playing behind Phil.
It's a great birdie on 12 here.
To take the outright lead at 13 under. Here's Bryson on 14. For birdie, he's 2 back. That gives him 11 under at the moment. The celebration from Bryson there.
He was grinding like crazy. Then Phil Mickelson going for it at 14 for his 2nd shot. And like he has done so many times in his career, takes a chance and loses the bet.
How many times have you seen that face over his career?
But he hit a great wedge shot for his 4th from well back.
But he did recover. Here's Phil after the penalty drop, trying to get up and down to save par.
Amazing.
Great shot from Phil.
Amazing up and down. Typical Phil, though. Yep.
And there's Anirban Lahiri. Here's Joaquin Niemann on 18.
Just didn't quite hit it, but in the end it didn't matter. But I know he wanted to make that one just to make it. Leaderboard, obviously, his best shot in there.
Covered the flag on the second, but it just was a bat short, or a half a bat short still. This one, he can hold his head high, Anirban Lahiri. He did not lose this.
No, he did not.
And you love to see the celebration from Joaquin Niemann and his teammates. Here is the final leaderboard as we finish up LIV Virginia. Joaquin Niemann gets the championship title here in Virginia. Graham McDowell, Anirban Lahiri finishes second. Thomas Peters there. What do you think about when you look at this leaderboard, Pat?
Well, I can promise you everybody on that board, other than maybe Bryson and Brahm, are excited about where they finished.
Exactly.
I mean, they all want to win, I promise you. But you give Graham McDowell second place, but he wouldn't even leave Florida, okay? Anirban, of course he wanted to win, but, you know, he was there again. Thomas had a great day. You know, it's... these guys, most of these guys are really excited where they finished.
Well, we have plenty to talk about today, but first, let's toss it over to Sue-Ann Hang. She's with Joaquin Niemann's caddy, Gary Matthews. Sue-Ann, to you.
I'm here backstage with Joaquin Niemann's caddy, Gary. Gary, congratulations. This seems like a very familiar scent on you now, the champagne spray. 6 wins for your man on LIV Golf. How proud are you of him?
It's been unbelievable. I mean, obviously he's worked so hard for it, and you know, it's been a process, but you know, all of his coaches, Edo and Pete Cowan, AC, his trainer, you know, just everybody's worked hard, and I mean, he's obviously working hard, you know, and it's now coming to fruition, so it's been unbelievable.
Well, you didn't mention your name on that team, and I'm sure you play a huge part in that. Now, you guys are heading to Oakmont next week. I know he's been a little bit disappointed with his performance at the majors. What do you think it's going to take for him to crack through that, whatever that's stopping him at majors?
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, he's still young, he's still learning. The PGA was a big help. Also didn't play very well on Thursday, drove it not so good. And for him to end up finishing top 10 was a huge plus. You know, and it's just a stepping stone. Again, starting this week, he started double bogey. He was 3 over after 2 holes and ended up winning the golf tournament. So that just shows that his mental side is getting better, and that's what needs to happen in majors. He doesn't need to chase it or anything like that. He's, in my eyes, top 3 player in the world. So there's no question that he can get it done. You know, US Open is, and Oakmont's probably one of the best venues there is, and it should set up great for him.
Well, not very often we get to see behind the scenes of what these players go through. Can you maybe give us a little insight on what Wako goes through in his mind, the pressure that he puts on himself, and how he deals with it?
Well, I mean, like I say, I mean, you know, he works out hard, he practices hard, he wants to win tournaments all the time, and you know, the guys are so good out here. You have to put in the practice, you have to put in the work on all aspects. His physical ability, his eating habits, his mind, and then obviously his golf game. So yeah, I mean, he puts in the work. He's a hard worker, and it shows from everybody. And everybody out here looks at him, I do think, and he's raised the bar up here and LIV Golf, and you know, people are doing the same and more, you know, than Wako's doing, and it shows with everybody because it's so good out here.
Gary, thanks for the chat. Go enjoy the celebration, and good luck next week at Oakmont.
Thanks, Sue-Ann. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue-Ann Hang. Joaquin Niemann, he might be one of the youngest guys here, but his poise is so seasoned, right? It's really impressive stuff from Joaquin Niemann. Really happy to see. What do you think this win is saying? What kind of statement is he making?
Well, he's dominating out here right now. 4 wins this year, 6 total. Obviously, the missing ingredient in his resume, he's still building on, and that is major championships. Remember, he is only 25. He hasn't had that many opportunities And and there's no question about the fact that he puts more pressure on himself going to play in those 4 times a year than he does playing in these, because as Pat has said before, he's comfortable out here. He knows he can beat those guys. But if he can beat these guys, he can beat all of them.
He can definitely beat all those guys.
He's got 4 wins this year. Let's take a look at all of his wins throughout the LIV season. He's got a new record, by the way, guys. I want to remind you, 4 wins in a season. That's more than Taylor Gooch in 2023 with 3 wins this season. Let's take a look. Here we go. Joaquin Niemann starting in Adelaide, raising that trophy up high, big smile on his face, which you don't see
Not even
often.
season. He's 50%
Next up
winning
was
this year.
Singapore.
That's right.
I mean,
He's winning 50% of the time. That's Tiger-esque.
And there's his win in Mexico City. He's got the one hand raised there. And this is today in Virginia. Very laid back, relaxed celebration from Joaquin Niemann. Now let's talk a little bit about Crushers GC, our team title winners here at LIV Virginia. A very dominant team. This is their 7th overall win. I believe the most wins tied with Fireball GC. This team just seems to get better and better over time.
And
what's working for them?
On Sunday, they just do it. They just do it. They believe in each other. They believe in themselves. They believe in themselves in the collective group as a team. And like Bryson said, that we ran a original production piece where he said, we're like that mosquito that just doesn't stop biting you. You know, you don't think we're going to do it, and then we just come back and do it.
7 wins.
And here are highlights from today from Crushers GC, starting with Bryson DeChambeau on 8 birdie. And the crowd goes wild, per usual, always, for this guy Bryson here. Here's Charles Howell III on 9 for birdie.
Single-handedly pushed Bryson all the way to the end back in Korea.
That was some round.
Anirban Lahiri here started the day out in the lead on the 6th
This
hole.
was a great shot. I followed him for a few holes here. Knocks that one in.
Nice touch. Perfect. And no, Anirban didn't miss any of those kind of putts that give you nerves. He was very solid and missed one early for par, but it was about an 8 or 9 footer. You're not ever going to make all of those. Paul Casey.
He would have been a first, though, honestly, if he would have won with 2 shanks.
I think so.
In the tournament. There's no way.
No.
There's no way someone's won 2 shanks.
There's Bryson DeChambeau on 16.
Doing what Bryson does, just electrifying the crowd.
It's really the celebrations for me. He just gets me going every time you see him celebrate. Absolute pleasure to watch here.
The intensity, the grind, the mental energy he expends, Bryson DeChambeau, every single round of golf.
Great tonight.
I don't know how.
He just fall over.
I'm not sure he does sleep. He always seems to be somewhere in the world posting some new content.
That is for sure, and that was Anirban Lahiri finishing up with the Crushers GC. Here is the team leaderboard following the final round. Crushers GC getting it done. 4 aces. Having a solid day. You talked about this earlier, Pat.
Great day.
Pretty good stuff from 4 aces. And
Great.
Smash GC finishing 3rd, a 31 under finish. Suan Hang had some time to catch up with the Crushers, our winners. Suan, over to you.
All right, I'm here on the 18th green, and the Crushers were just done lifting their trophy. As you can see, that wonderful piece of work there. Bryson, I've already spoken to you on the main show, so I'm going to head to Bon for now, and we'll come right back to you. Bon, congratulations. No, we need you. Come on back. Bon, congratulations on a fantastic week, and congratulations on Crushers winning your back-to-back win. I want to talk about your day today. Obviously, you are very focused on the main leaderboard.
Of course.
But how much of the team leaderboard were you watching?
I was watching. I think we had 2 breaks. So it was more in the breaks, like, hey, how are the boys doing? How's Paul? I know Paul got off to a good start. Bryson also was playing well. So I knew that we were doing well. Every now and then I glanced up and we were kind of ahead. So I wasn't thinking about that much. As long as I made more birdies, we'd stay ahead is what my mentality was.
And Chucky, you played well today, 3 under par. You shot even par on both of your days. What switched on for you today?
Oh, well, I was only focused on the team leaderboard today. You know, we had 2 guys up there, Bryson and Bond, playing awesome, and love them both to death. Would love to see them both still in the playoff right now. But, yeah, it was obviously I'm out there watching the team leaderboard and didn't want to be the one to let it down.
And, Paul, you played well today, too, 3 under par. Last week, in Korea, I spoke to you on the 18th green after you guys won, and you talked about how much you were focused on the team leaderboard. Was that the same for you today?
Both. I was focused on myself. I wanted a top 10, which I didn't get, but because I solidified that bad finish after Friday's round. But ball striking was good. I've made some changes, worked really hard the last couple of weeks, some new equipment in the bag, and to be honest, things are pretty good. Looking at the stats, I'm sure the numbers are good. But yeah, like it's always a team. The team's always in the back of the mind, as selfish as you get. What are you doing?
Tick on you, dude.
Is that a tick or a bug? No, because it's like flying.
It's a team with
Train of thought now.
It's okay. It's a team with so much depth, but also brotherhood. Bryson, come on back here. Childhood. Bryson, I know you're super proud of your team, but you are heading to Oakmont tonight.
You can't talk to me like this.
I can't talk to you. I can't take you seriously like this. Oh, you are a child.
At heart, yes.
Yes, at heart. What are some of the positives you're going to bring with you next week? Because Oakmont has a reputation of really breaking some hearts.
Yeah, for me, it's going to be I got to drive it better. Look, it's a tough golf course. You've got to have everything firing. So, this week was a great prep week for it. But more importantly, the guys love them to death. They fought their what's off, and we got another team win under our belts, and it was funny. And before Korea, we were like, you know what? Let's kick it in gear, and look what we've done. We're a pretty stellar team, and I'm proud of them.
The gear is definitely well oiled. Now, today I saw a lot of Crushers hat on, including mine, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, including mine. Now, what do you have to say to those fans who are watching at home and those people who stayed to come and watch you guys lift this trophy?
Yeah, I'd say I appreciate everything you guys are doing for us, watching us, and being a part of this, especially through the rain delays. I mean, it was a long day today, and next week's not going to be any shorter, but it's been a lot of fun, and this is only the beginning for the Crushers.
Well, congratulations, guys. Go and enjoy your celebrations, and we'll see you in Dallas.
See you there. See you in
Yes,
Dallas.
yes, sir.
Some great words from our champions here, Crushers GC, and here are the live team standings. Legion 13 still at the very top of that leaderboard. Crushers GC very close behind. Could this be the team to beat for the 2025 season? If they keep this up, how likely or possible is it for them to overturn Legion 13?
I mean, anything's possible, other than Ironheads catching Legion, but, I don't know. It's going to be, I don't know.
Well, and the way the league is structured, the regular season, winning the regular season as a team means very little. Top 4 means you get that first round bye, which increases your chances by a third of winning the team championship. That's a huge thing. So the real battle is for 4th place when you look at the team standings. And right now, it's shaping up to be a pretty good one with some pretty top teams in there, including Torquay, who've been winless for a while.
Big jump for 4 aces today, which was great.
That's for sure. Thank you. All right, well, we have a little bit more to talk about in just a few. It's the Club 54 post-round show. Stay with us. All right, well, we were all enjoying the show here, and for certain, everyone on social media also enjoyed the show. A whole lot of buzz, and if you want to join the conversation, all you have to do is hashtag LIV Broadcast. Here's from Bubbles Watson. What a birthday. She just got to meet her hero, John Rahm.
Wait, Bubbles Watson, her hero's John Rahm, not Bubba?
You never know, right? All right, here's another one, a fine walk with the boys. Hashtag LIV Golf, Bryson DeChambeau. You gotta love it. A whole lot of tweets came through today, and the crowd. Can we talk about the crowd this week? And what impressed me the most about the crowd wasn't the amount of people here. It was the amount of people that stayed in the rain here all week to see the show.
Big sports town.
How was that, Pat? You were in the mix.
I mean, a little bit of rain ain't gonna scare these people away. They played football in the snow here.
Here's a Ripper GC post, how to warm up after a rain delay. Well, that's pretty cool stuff right there.
Yeah, we flashed through the one with Anthony Anderson, the great actor, and Cedric the Entertainer, David Justice et al. As well. It was pretty cool to see them here this week.
I know, Jerry, you got to get more active on social media, by the way.
No, I don't.
No, he does not.
No, I mean, literally, I want to live a life where if I don't record it on my camera, it still happens.
Yes,
Fair
exactly.
enough, fair enough. Here's another one. LIV Golf Day brought the pale legs out for a day spectating LIV Golf with friends. You got to love to see it. Whole lot of buzz. If you guys want to join the conversation, just to remind you, all you have to do is hashtag LIV Broadcast. A whole lot of action here at LIV Virginia. Fans were absolutely entertained from start to finish. No matter what happened in the rain, they stuck through it. And here's proof.
Yikes.
All right, next up on the Club 54 post-round show, we have Rachel Drummond live on the 17 to recreate some of the magic we saw from Phil Mickelson. Rachel.
Hello, boys. We never make it easy, but what a day for Neiman. 4 wins already this season. It's just impeccable. But what I want to look at first is a man called Bryson DeChambeau. He was 100% in scrambling around the greens and, which is ridiculous, he holed 3 chips. So we're going to look at that first and see these chip-ins, and then I'm going to attempt to have a go at trying to hole one. So let's have a little look at those now. So here he is, Bryson. This was chip-in number 1. And I can't tell you how tough it is in these rough conditions. The rough is thick, the grass is moist, you need a load of speed. And that was off the back of, you know, not being out there, having to go into the clubhouse. Here was another one. He's making it look so easy, and I've got to try and do this in a second. And then this was today on 16. Again, loads of loft needed, almost a short stop follow through, which I'm going to go into a minute. Executed to perfection. Now, normally when we do this, we would head actually to the hole that we're on, so we'd be on 16, but I'm actually on 17, and you might understand why in a minute, because another player did something miraculous, but I'm going to emulate the lie and talk about the technique required. So, number 1, you can't see, but the rough is so thick, and it's also wet, which means there's going to be a lot of resistance between the club head and the golf ball, okay? So how I want you to play this at home is we need an open club face, we need a length of backswing, and we need speed. And that's all to navigate this lie. So I'm going to have a little go to start with. So open club face, open stance, and it's almost a bit like a bunker shot. Loads of speed, and almost just that pop follow through. So that's number 1. I've been having a competition with Shane and the boys. I think I'm going to have to land it here. Same again, so open club face and almost that pop follow through like we were seeing from Bryson. Right, we're going to do one more. So everyone at home, you need to use loft and you need length of backswing, open stance back and pop into impact. Has that one got chances? Woo! Okay, so that's how we play that one. Then, on 17 today, Phil Mickelson, the absolute genius, played what Fairty said was one of the best short game shots of all time. So we're going to look at the lie here. And I can't play this because I'm not a lefty. Let's have a little look at this shot to start with. So here he is, no stance, feet in the bunker. And he almost, what we saw was played it behind his head. And here we are with the shot. We've got another slow-mo from another angle. Can you see how he almost chucks the chucks the club over his shoulder? This is what Seve used to say. He used to say he used to use loads of loft and almost drop it into his pocket. Look at the crowd go wild. Okay, so this is where his feet were. Guys, I'm not going to play this because I'm not a lefty. But do not heckle me, guys. So here's the stance, okay? So no stance. We've got the actual divots. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm trying to do here. Club, I'm going to turn it round. Now what we saw, and this is a good one for you to look at home, as he went to the top of his backswing, there's loads of loft on the club head. And the reason you can see that at home is the toe points down. Now what he can do from there is a load of speed, and he released it straight into this position, which shows that he's maintaining the loft. I'm standing here now. I mean, I just don't know how he's done it. It's absolutely impeccable. And with the US Open coming up next and his career Grand Slam on the line, I can't wait to see what happens with Phil next week.
Wonderful job, Rachel Drummond. It's never a dull moment out there with Rachel.
She didn't make any of them, though. She made a putt last time we did this.
She did.
That bomb
amazing,
putt
yeah.
in Korea, yeah.
And how about that Phil Mickelson shot?
Pretty impressive technique out of Rachel. Awesome stuff.
More to come here on the Club 54 post-round show. We're going to chat a little bit about the US Open in just a moment. Stick with us. How many past U.S. Open champions can you name? We put that question to a couple of our U.S. Open winners this week.
How good is your memory on like past champions? All right, 24, Bryson.
Wyndham Clark.
22, Fitzpatrick.
21 is John Rahm.
20, Bryson.
2019 is Gary Woodland.
Brooks.
16, Johnson.
And 15, Jordan Spieth.
14, Keimer. 13.
That was Marion, so that's Justin Rose.
2012 was Webb Simpson, yeah.
2011, Rory McIlroy.
2010 was Graham McDowell.
2009, Lucas Glover.
2008, Tiger.
7, Angel Cabrera.
2006 was Winged Foot, which is Jeff Ogilvy.
Hold on. Don't say anything. Do not say anything. Oh, Michael Campbell.
2004, where was that? Richie Pearson.
2003 is Jim Furyk for sure.
2002, Tiger.
2001 is Retief Goosen.
Oh, that's Tiger.
Yeah, 99 is Payne.
98, was it Ernie Els? Or no, Lee Janzen.
And 97 is Els. 96, Oakland Hills. I think this is the one I'm not gonna know. I would have not guessed that, no. 1995, Corey Payton. Actually, hold on. 94, Ernie Els Oakmont.
93 was...
It's not Lee. It is Lee? Okay, it's Lee. Okay.
92 is Tom Kite.
I was Lee Janzen. Yeah, Lee Janzen. All right. Thank you.
All right, as we know, this week is the U.S. Open, and here are our LIV Golf qualifiers. Take a look at this list here. I want to chat about this a little bit, what we're expecting to see from this group of guys as we head into the U.S. Open, starting with Bryson DeChambeau, 2020 and 2024 U.S. Open champ. He's defending his title, and he's red hot, coming off of wins in Korea and top 5 finishes. What are you expecting from Bryson?
I think he will do well. I think he's got his driver a little better. He's got to make some more putts, though.
All right, what about John Rahm, 2021 U.S. Open champ? Jerry.
I think John Rahm is in position with his game to contend. He showed really good signs. Obviously had the lead on the back 9 at the PGA. Scotty Scheffler ended up winning after he made a few mistakes, but that was the way John Rahm was attacking things after the bogey at 16.
How about Joaquin Niemann? His best finish in the Open was 23rd in 2020. He's currently leading the standings in the LIV Golf League, coming off his best major finish at the PGA.
I mean, I think Waco's ready, but, you know, we just never know him. He had his first top 10. Hopefully he can carry that, you know. I'm looking for him to play well, though.
How about Phil?
Can he do the impossible?
Phil, it would be, yeah. He's going to need to play extremely, extremely well to win.
It would be one of the sports stories of the century if Phil were to do it at 54 years old.
Pretty crazy stuff. How about Brooks?
Still up in the air. Don't know yet.
Wild card, 5 majors, but he just hasn't shown the form this year.
Here's Dustin Johnson, 2016.
Quite nice this week. You never know, though. I don't know. He hasn't played well in the last 2 majors again. I can't really give anything.
Cam Smith.
Cam has not played well at all. I just don't, again, don't know. As we get down the list, it's going to be harder to find somebody that's going to win.
Yeah, he needs to be perfect on and around the greens, or just find a way to keep it in the fairways. This will be one of the longest courses he ever played.
And here's Patrick Reed.
Reed loves U.S. Open, you know. But again, you just don't know enough.
How about this guy, Terrell Hatton?
He obviously can play phenomenal. I mean, he can win. Can he? Yes, of course. But again, he didn't have his best stuff this week. But, you know, these guys, when they lace them up on Thursday morning next week, it's a whole different ballgame. They will be as ready as they can, but that course is going to be ready as well.
Well, I want to thank you guys for joining us here in the post-round show. Love the honesty from you, Pat, always. And I want to say thank you to all of our viewers. We'll see you in Andalusia. Until then, enjoy yourselves. Thanks for watching the Club 54 post-round show. I got one more thing to say on 3. Ready, boys? 1, 2, 3. Peace.